because I think it's one of the core areas, and that is something our farmers don't want to do. I think beyond that, beyond the farm head, you find that there are enough companies to take it forward. There are large companies, there are small companies, but the farming as it is, what is being done in the farm, it actually is a problem. So my request, I think I've been working on certain areas, and along with the help of the scientists, is that how do I ensure that every farmer input is saved? That means there are 6 farm inputs what goes in. It can be the seed, it can be the fertilizer, it can be the pesticide, it can be the power, it can be the water, or actually it can be the soil management. If these 6 areas we can use technology and ensure that every seed it germinates, very little water, you reduce a little water, but get more productivity. Avoid as much as possible spoiling the soil, and see how I can cut down the fertilizer and pesticide. And if I use that into technology, and this can be done onto the small intercept of farms, I think that can be the greatest job an industry can do along with the academia. And that is something I genuinely believe, and this is something I've been talking everybody wherever I go. This is one part of it. Second is, if I talk to a youngster today, he is not interested in getting into farming. It's a reality. It may be a sad reality, but it is a reality. So what is the reason? They do not want to do menial jobs. They want to get a monthly income. They also want to do something which is prestigious. Now, what can technology do to remove the menial job so that the future kids, future children enjoys working? I'll give a very simple example. You ask youngster to do a manual spraying, अभी कोई तैयार नहीं है, but उसको ऊपर एक you give them a drone, oh they think they are doing a high technology work. मैं बोला तू काम तो वही कर रहा है, कुछ फर्क नहीं है, but now उसका prestige job बन गया. So how is that you convert his job so that he finds a prestige? Second is, how do you enable that he gets a monthly salary? With monthly salary, sir, you cannot retain the youngsters. So how do I do it? That is where I think a genuinely technology comes in. I'm not talking about the intercropping, etc., but also can I combine and land? This I think Professor George talked about it. The natural farming plus. Can I do something else which can actually give me a monthly income so that I can say normally I'm able to manage my family, and my predictability of not getting into trouble is much higher. Because if it is once or twice I make big money, I'm not very sure they're going to make it at all. So this is an area I think technology can come in, and technology need to work. And one more area which I genuinely believe, I think it is need to, I think the institution like this, and this is where I genuinely believe Dr. Indramani ji can actually make that change what you have been talking about, bringing the industry and the academia together to bring in the small solutions. I'm not talking about big breakthroughs. Small solutions we can make the farmer happy to do the job, the youngsters happy to do the job. This one area we need to definitely look in. The other one more thing which we talk about is, see, there is one thing which always worries me. We tend to look at advanced technologies and trying to say, "Hum log ko bhi aisa hi karna chahiye." I do a very different work. I say, what you look at everything what you want, but finally do what is good for us, what is good for the farmer, what makes their life simple. This is, I think, it's the most important area we need to, and this is one area I think we need to work towards also, whichever technology you are talking about. I mean, I even say that India will get into high-end technologies, much high-end technologies, once agriculture becomes a service. That the farmers do not have to own everything. If they have to own and maintain it, you require equipment, you require items which are easy to maintain, easy to use, and is cheap. But if the minute agriculture becomes a service, we are really talking about a different ball game. We have to wait for some more time that to happen. So these are the thought process. I just want to leave it here, and I do not want to talk much beyond this. But these are small areas. But for Indian agricultural mechanization, it is important. And one more thing which we do, I just wanted to share it here and I move out from the stage. See, today as TAFE, we empower farmer to farmer lending of equipment. We have close to 20 million farmers already in the using this equipment free of cost. And imagine last time we look at it, 2,000 crores are exchanged between farmer to farmer in a year. Believe me, it's a lot of money. So the question and the advantage is we don't have to go on putting newer and newer equipment where already your equipments are only working for 1,000 hours. Why can't you make it 1,200 hours, which is as good as 20% more utilization? So small, that's what I say, small and marginal things which can actually help farmers don't have to put too much of money into buying or maintaining or all that thing is going to help Indian farmers and ensure that every farmer makes a monthly income, and that should be good enough for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now it is kindly requested to Sri Hemant Sikka, President, Farm Equipment, Mahindra and Mahindra Tractors, Mumbai, to address the House.
Good morning, everybody. A very warm greeting to each one of you who is present here today. And it is my privilege and honor to address this distinguished audience, including our esteemed chief guest, Padma Bhushan Dr. R.S. Paroda, Chairman of the Trust for Advancement of Agriculture Sciences, TAS, and former Secretary there, Professor Indramani, members of the Indian Society of Agriculture Engineers, and all other honored guests present on this occasion. Your presence here underscores your commitment and passion for advancing the field of farm mechanization to address very complex challenges that our agriculture is facing. I'll keep my observations very short. We have an industry session where I'll speak at length. But in this session, I'll keep it only to inauguration remarks. For over 6 decades, the Indian Society of Agriculture Engineers has exemplified excellence by united agriculture engineers across the nation on a vibrant collaborative platform. Since its establishment, ISAE has played a pivotal role in bridging the agriculture sector and industry. And it's very key that the industry and academia work together. ISAE has led the way in diverse areas from contribution in foundational farm mechanization to advanced soil and water conservation, greenhouse and cold storage solutions, agro-food processing, and cutting-edge technologies like drones, robotics, AI, IoT, blockchain, and several others. ISAE has been a driving force in advancing agriculture engineering practices in India, proving, as they say, that the future of agriculture is indeed engineering agriculture. India's agriculture sector faces multifaceted challenges. We all know that. Water scarcity, soil degradation, climate extremes, very declining workforce. Mr. Keswan spoke that the people are not available, and the growing need for mechanization. ISAE's contribution in addressing these challenges by introducing modern agriculture techniques, promoting sustainable practices, and improving farm productivity is truly commendable. As industry professionals, academics, policymakers, and engaged citizens like many of you here, it is our collective responsibility to support platforms like ISAE in advancing solutions that help the lives of our farmers. I won't be doing my duty if I don't talk about Dr. Indramani here. It is both an honor and privilege to speak about Professor Indramani here. He is a remarkable individual who exemplifies excellence in agriculture engineering. From making significant contribution to agriculture research with over 140 peer-reviewed publications in national and international journals, he has played an active role in formulating mechanization strategies for various regions across India and have been instrumental in developing the country's agriculture drone policy. It's absolutely an honor here to be here with you, sir. Let me conclude my remarks by talking a little bit about Mahindra, the company that I represent. The Mahindra Group is a global conglomerate with diverse portfolios spanning across sectors. Today, Mahindra is present in more than 100 countries and employs more than 250,000 people, and with revenue exceeding more than 20 billion US dollar. Our strong presence is in automotive, agriculture, farm mechanization, finance, IT, and hospitality through Club Mahindra. And in farm mechanization, we have over 60 years of experience and presence in over 60 countries And you will be happy to know that Mahindra is the world's largest tractor company by volume. Our goal has always been to provide prosperity to our farmers through technology-led products, services, solutions across the entire agri value chain so that we can help all the farmers to rise. Again, I keep my remarks very short and I extend a warm welcome to all participants on the 50th Annual Convention. Over the next 3 days, we will have valuable opportunity to share ideas, foster innovation, and develop deep solutions and thinking and our understanding to finally improve the lives of our अन्नदाता. Many of the farmers are here. कई किसान भाई भी यहाँ पे हैं आज. तो उनके साथ मिलके किस तरीके से हमें काम करना है. I think that is the most important thing. सबसे जरूरी बात है. So I thank you for Dr. Indumani for inviting me here, and it's been a pleasure here. And I want to spend more time in the industry session discussing about various aspects that I discussed. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Now, the address by the distinguished guest. May I request Shri Rao Saheb Bhai, IAS, Director General, MCAER Pune, to guide the audience, please.
Good morning to all. For the 58th ISAE Annual Convention program, all the dignitaries present on the dais, all chief guests, senior delegates, media persons, farmers, and students. I will not take much time because we are here for 3 days. We will discuss the issues in detail. I first of all thankful to the ISAE for inviting me for the inauguration function of this international convention. The major objective of this convention is to provide platform to the interactive farmers, scientists, academicians, next generation students, industrialists, and all other stakeholders to deliberate, discuss, and come up with the appropriate solution to achieve the goal of transforming agri-food system with advanced technologies. I wish grand success to this international convention. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Due to official busy schedule of Honorable Dr. Himanshu Pathak, Director General ICR New Delhi, sir could not join virtually. Therefore, I request Dr. U.M. Khodke, Dean and Convener, ISAE, to read out his message, please.
I am reading the message given by Dr. Himanshu Pathak. As mentioned, he is busy in the cabinet meeting and could not join the online mode. He has sent the wishes. He said, I am happy to know that Vasantrao Naik Marathwada Krishi Vidyapit Parbhani and Indian Society of Agricultural Engineers, New Delhi, are jointly organizing the 58th Annual Convention of ISAE on Engineering Innovations for Next-Gen Digital Agriculture and International Symposium on Agricultural Engineering Education for Aspiring Youth in Transforming Agriculture. During the 3 days at Parbhani, agriculture engineering is a dynamic and evolving discipline that plays a pivotal role in addressing the diverse challenges faced by agriculture sector. This convention will explore cutting-edge solutions, foster collaborations, and advance the frontiers of knowledge in pursuit of a sustainable and resilient agricultural future. The expertise and insights shared during this convention will undoubtedly catalyze positive change and drive advancement that benefits farmers and stakeholders across the nation. I extend my sincere appreciation to the organizers for orchestrating this impactful event and express gratitude to all the participants for their valuable contributions. I hope that the interactions during the convention will lead to insights that propel Indian agriculture to a new height. I wish the convention and symposium a grand success. Thank you very much. This was the message given by Dr. Himanshu Pathak, Secretary DARE and DG ICR New Delhi. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now the ISAE awards will be distributed with the auspicious hands of dignitaries. I request Dr. P.K. Sahu, sir, Secretary General, ISAE New Delhi, to continue the proceedings.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The society has grown leaps and bounds, and also the aspiration of the members. But the society usually goes for appreciating and honoring its members for their activities and the professional excellency. However, in addition to the agri-engineers, the society also award and honor the distinguished person, those who have excelled in their professional career, and also a support base for the agri-engineering activities. In that sequence, this year, ISI feels proud to confer the honorary fellowship to none other than Padma Bhushan Dr. R.S. Paroda for the year 2024. So may I request the President ISI and the Honorable Vice Chancellor to confer the honorary fellowship to Dr. R.S. Parodaji, the Padma Bhushan Dr. Raj Parodaji. He is the chairman of the Trust of Advancement of Agricultural Science and renowned agricultural scientist globally. He has served as Secretary DARE and Government and DG ICR, the past chairman of Global Forum on Agricultural Research, Executive Secretary to APARI, and Chairman Board of Trustees of Research, Board members of ERI, member of Advisory Committee of Australian Centre for International Agricultural Research, Canberra. Many. It is very difficult for me to read out. And he is fellow of Third World Academy of Science. None of the societies who has not conferred the fellowship to Dr. Raj Paroda Sahab. So he is currently serving as the chairman of TAS, the Trust for Advancement of Agricultural Science, and also the chairman of Haryana Farmers Commission. So on this 58th ISA Annual Convention, Indian Society of Agricultural Engineers feel proud to confer the honorary ISA Fellowship on Dr. R.S. Paroda Sahab for the year 2024. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. May I request the dignitaries to just go for the award ceremony? So if it will be here, it will be good. Sir. अवार्ड सेरेमनी के लिए सभी आगे आ जाएं तो अच्छा रहेगा. It will be quickly done. And for the lifetime activities of giving lot of service to the agricultural engineering profession, ISI confer ISI gold medal. This time it is Dr. Satyanand Swai. ISI is conferring ISI Gold Medal 2024 to Dr. Satyanand Swai. Professor Swai started his career as a junior agricultural engineer in Government of Odisha, subsequently joined VCKV and OEOT for career in agricultural education and research. He was elevated to the professor of OEOT and served as Dean in College of Agricultural Engineering and Technology. College of Engineering and Technology, Director, Consultancy Service in OUT, ex officio Director of Odisha Agro Industries Corporation. Dr. Swai has 110 publications in reputed national international journals, 5 books to his credit. He received numerous national awards and fellowships in recognition his significant contribution in education, research, and extension sector of agricultural engineering. The Indian Society of Agricultural Engineers confers ISI Gold Medal to Dr. Satyanand Swai. Thank you, sir. And the next award is Professor Gajendra Singh ISI Education Gold Medal Award 2024. And ISI confers this to Dr. Preetam Chandra. Professor Preetam Chandra has worked towards the creation of agricultural engineering education avenues in India. He has played key role in upgrading the erstwhile paddy processing research center Ranjavur to National Institute of Food Technology, and also he has served in the National Institute of Food Technology, Entrepreneurship and Management in Tanjavur. He chose to teach after superannuation in Indian Niptem Kundali and IRI, New Delhi, Sarda University. He worked with Agricultural Skill Council of India to expand and strengthen the program of skill development in farm mechanization. So in recognition to his significant contribution to the education in agricultural engineering and technology, the Indian Society of Agricultural Engineers confers the Professor Gajendra Singh Education Medal to Dr. Preetam Chandra. Thank you very much. The next ISI confers the fellowship to 5 different distinguished agri-engineers for ISI fellowship in 2024. The first in the list, Dr. Ajit Kumar Verma. Dr. Ajit Verma is the principal scientist in specialization of land and water engineering in ICR CFA Mumbai. Since beginning of his career, Dr. Verma has played key role in technologies such as hatchery system automated feeders. He secured funding from both national and international agencies. He has 83 research papers to his credit. He received several recognition. In recognition his significant contribution to the field of agricultural engineering, the Indian Society of Agricultural Engineers confer ISI fellowship to Ajit Kumar Verma. Dr. R.P.S. Kingsley Ambrose. Dr. Ambrose is professor in agricultural and biological engineering and University of Faculty Scholar in Purdue University. He has 122 peer-reviewed journal articles to his credit and presented more than 130 conference papers. He is also a life member of ASABE and GAPS, and he has done the modeling predicting the grain damage during handling. Dr. Kingsley Ambrose has secured over $23 million US dollar in grant from organizations like USDA, Bayer for enhancing safety and performance in agricultural industry. In recognition to his significant contribution in the field of agricultural engineering, both in India and abroad, the Indian Society of Agricultural Engineers confers the ISA Fellowship 2024 to Dr. R.P.S. Kingsley. Dr. Manoj P. Samuel is the Executive Director of Center of Water Resource Development and Management in Kozhikode, Kerala. He has 29 years of service in ICR. Then he has shifted to the CWRM. He has authored 58 research papers, 15 books, 36 book chapters. Dr. Samuel worked in various capacities in ICR Institute. He is an active member in numerous national and international consultative groups. In recognition to his significant contribution in the field of agricultural engineering, the ISI confers ISI Fellowship 2024 to Dr. Manoj P. Samuel. Dr. Rajesh Kumar Singh. Rajesh Kumar Singh is the principal scientist and head hydrology and engineering division at ICR ISSWC, Dehradun. Dr. Singh has worked in various capacities in different ICR institute and held leadership role, and also he has 9 institute funded projects focused on natural resource management and post-harvest processing. He has authored 52 journal articles. One of the greatest achievement is the Basantrao Naik Award, ICR Research Award, has been conferred to him. In recognition to his significant contribution in the field of agricultural engineering, the ISI confers ISI Fellowship to Dr. Rajesh Kumar Singh. Dr. Suresh Rambhav Kalbande. Dr. S.R. Kalbande, Dean, Faculty of Agricultural Engineering at Punjab Rao Deshmukh Krishi Vidyapitha, Kola. Dr. Kalbande is the received Best Scientist Award from Government of Maharashtra, ICR's Best Teacher Award, ISI Distinguished Service Certificate Award, and also the Eminent Engineer Award from Institution of Engineers. In recognition to his significant contribution in the field of agricultural engineering, the Indian Society of Agricultural Engineers confers ISI Fellowship to Dr. Suresh Rambhav Kalbande. The next series of awards is about the Commendation Medal, and the Commendation Medals are being awarded in recognition to the commendable service for the profession. First in the list, Dr. P. Subramaniam from Department of Renewable Energy, TNU Coimbatore. Dr. P. Subramaniam, please. Dr. Ram Mandir Singh, Professor, Department of Agricultural Engineering Institute, Agricultural Science, BHU, Varanasi. Dr. Sandeep Mandal, he is from ICR in Central Institute of Agricultural Engineering. Dr. R. Kavita, AICRP on Farm Implements and Machinery from TNU Coimbatore. May I request anybody from TNU Coimbatore? Dr. Ravindra Naik. Dr. Ravindra Naik is requested to receive the Commendation Medal for Dr. R. Kavita. Dr. J.P. Singh, Department of Soil and Water Engineering, Punjab Agriculture University, Ludhiana. Dr. Susma Sudhesri, Professor, Water Technology Center, ICR Indian Agricultural Research Institute. Congratulations to all the award winners of Commendation Medal. In recognition, in addition to the Commendation Medal, the Indian Society of Agricultural Engineers also gives Distinguished Service Award to the agri-engineers. So may I request Dr. Rahul Rajaram Podar, Senior Scientist, Agricultural Mechanization Division, to come on the dais to receive the Distinguished Service Award of ISI 2024. Dr. Rahul Rajaram Podar for Distinguished Service Award. Second in the list, Dr. Narendra Singh Chandel from Precision Farming Laboratory, AMD Division, ICR Central Institute of Agricultural Engineering. Dr. Bikram Jyoti, again from CI Bhopal. Dr. Satish Devram Lande, Senior Scientist from Division of Agricultural Engineering, ICR, Indian Agricultural Research Institute, for Distinguished Service Award. Dr. Satish Devram Lande for Distinguished Service Award. Dr. Vishal Kumar, Associate Professor, Department of Processing and Food Engineering, Dr. RPCAU Pusa, Dr. Vishal Kumar. The Journal of Agricultural India, the research journal of the society, is doing great in terms of NAS ranking. Last year it has received the 5.85 the rating. All these accolades are also given to the JE reviewers. So in that, ISI conferred the best JI reviewer award to Dr. Jyoti Prabha Das in Soil and Water Conservation Engineering, Soil and Water Engineering from ICR CSWRI Koraput. Dr. Jyoti Prabha Das, if she is not there, anybody from there can receive? Okay. Dr. A. Sri Jairam for energy and other areas. He is professor in bioenergy at Ballad. So Professor A. Sri Jairam. Dr. Ramesh Kumar Sahani. Dr. Ramesh Kumar Sahani for Pharmacy and Power. The best JI reviewer award goes to Dr. Ramesh Kumar Sahani. Dr. R. Pendiselvam. The best JI reviewer award to Dr. R. Pendiselvam for processing dairy and food engineering, a scientist from ICR Circuit. So anyone from ICR Circuit can receive this. Yes, already. Okay. Also, the research papers published in the Journal of Agricultural Engineering for last 1 year, 4 research papers awards in different sub-disciplines that is being awarded. And in soil and water engineering, the research paper modeling of reference evapotranspiration using neural network and regression approach for semi-humid region of Sikkim, awarded to Dr. G.T. Patel, Dr. B.P. Mandal, Dr. M. Kumar, Dr. Jajaria. So anyone from the group?
ग्रुप में ना एक ग्रुप को सबके नाम बोल दीजिए.
हाँ, बोल रहा हूँ. And in energy and other areas, energy input-output analysis of major field vegetable crop production in Punjab, authored by Dr. Shiv Kumar Lohan, Navjot Singh Barar, Ajay Singh, Ritu Dogra, Anup Kumar Dekit, Urmila Gupta, Puttela Naresh.
Subject or noun? सब एक ही बार बोलिए।
So the best research paper in farm machinery and power section goes to Dr. M.L. Yadav, P. Manohar, M.H. Jagdale, B.M. Nanded for optimization of design parameters of pneumatic block trace seedling mechanism for cabbage seed. Anybody from the group may please collect. Dr. Nanded is there. For processing, dairy, and food engineering, the effects of soaking, sprouting time on nutritional parameter of sprouted green color black gram of Sikkim region goes to Swati Bhusarao Patil and Sujata Jaina, authored by Swati Bhusarao Patil and Sujata Jaina. May I request someone from the Sikkim college to receive the award? Two of the best paper award goes to Sikkim. That shows the best paper are also received from the remotest corner of the country. ISI also promote the team culture. The teamwork is being awarded by the ISI New Delhi, and this time there are two teams. They have been awarded. One team is led by Dr. PVK Jagdanand Rao, and the members in the team, Dr. P. Sridevi, K. Kiranmai. ISI Team Award to Dr. PVK Jagdanand Rao with team members P. Sridevi and K. Kiranmai. Please give a big hand. These are all your colleagues, and you will be also receiving the awards at some stage. 3 days conventions are there, so there are some oral presentation awards, so poster presentation awards. You will be also receiving the awards. Please have big hands for the award winners. It will motivate them. The second team to be awarded, led by Dr. Uday Kumar Nidoni from US Raichur, and the team members are Dr. Saran Gowda, Dr. P.F. Mahot, Dr. Ramappa Ketty, Dr. Amrish Ji, Dr. Rupa Bai, Dr. Engineer Geeta, Engineer Sudha Devi, Mrs. Sapna. A big team, but all the team members are the life members of the ISI. And they are also in the dress code. So that's great. So big hand to Dr. Uday Kumar Nidoni and his team. ISI also gave outstanding book award. One of the book authored by the ISI members, ISI award them. This time the outstanding book award is conferred to Dr. Hifzur Rahman from Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, and Dr. Pranay Sarkar as his co-author. Dr. Hifzur Rahman is a fellow of ISI and also is a great teacher. in Indian Institute of Technology at Kharagpur. ISI also promotes the young talents in the form of the ISI Tafe Sivsailam Memorial Student Gold Medal for Best PhD Thesis. This was a generous support from Tafe, thanks to Dr. T.R. Keswan. It was planned few years before, and now Tafe and ISI have more than 10 brand ambassadors. So thank you, Dr. T.R. Keswan Saab, for the ISI Tafe Sivsailam Memorial Student Award. This time goes to Dr. Nursing Charan Pradhan. It carries the gold medal as well as the CAS award. And he is the student from ICR IRI, New Delhi. So any of his friend, if he is not there, Dr. Siddharth can collect his award. Dr. Siddharth Sekhar Swai, his friend, can collect his award. ISI Tape Sivsailam Memorial Student Gold Medal Award. So the industry support, at that time Tape had given 10 lakh rupees for instituting this award. For last 10 years, this is going on, and we have more than 10 brand ambassadors who has received ISI Tape Sivsailam Memorial Student Gold Medal. So looking at this, from this year, ISI had conducted the PhD thesis competition. For PhD thesis competition, there are 3 winners. Again, Siddharth, you please stay here. The winner of PhD thesis competition 2024 in Pharmacy and Power category goes to Dr. Siddharth Sekhar Swai. Again, he is a PhD scholar from ICR in Indian Agricultural Research Institute in Pharmacy and Power category. In soil and water conservation, soil and water engineering, Dr. Pooja Goel. Dr. Pooja Goel, she was the student from Punjab Agricultural University, Ludhiana. Dr. Pooja Goel in soil and water engineering. And in agricultural structure and process engineering, Dr. Alfia PB. She was the student from Kerala Agriculture University, and presently she is senior scientist in ICR, Indian Institute of Spice Research, Kozhikode. So this is for the promotion of the young talents in the agricultural engineering profession. So let us give the big hand to these young award winners. Last but not the least, as I have told in my opening remark, we have 36 state chapters, we have 36 regional chapters of ISI. Also, ISI gives the best chapter award to the chapters, those who have applied for. This time, the ISI best chapter award goes to Delhi chapter. Delhi chapter, ISI Delhi chapter. So, Dr. Susma Sudhesri, the Vice President of this society, and also Dr. Dilip Kuchwa, the Secretary of the Delhi Society, they can go for this best chapter of ISI. Thank you, sir. Thanks all the dignitaries. Thank you very much. And congratulations to all award winners. And with this, I conclude the award ceremony. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, the guidance of a seasoned veteran of more than 50 years of experience in the field of agriculture, a profound and exceptional professional. The most awaited address of today's chief guest, Padma Bhushan Dr. R.S. Parodaji, Chairman, the Trust for Advancement of Agricultural Sciences, TAS, and former Secretary, Department of Agricultural Research and Education, and Director General, ICR, New Delhi. I humbly request Honorable Dr. R.S. Paroda sir for his valuable and distinguished address, please.
The chairperson for today's important event concerning the function of Indian Society of Agricultural Engineers, Dr. Indramani, the president of this famous association, Dr. S.N. Jha, the other executive members, Kumal, Bimal, Dr. P.K. Sahu, the dignitaries on the dais, starting with Sri Rao Sahib Bagade, Sri Hemant Sikka ji, Dr. T.R. Keswan, Dr. Gadak, Dr. Rajendra Barwale, Professor Gajendra Singh, my old colleague and friend, and another friend, Dr. Nawab Ali. They had been working with us in the council for quite long and had been Deputy Director General of Agriculture Engineering. Dr. Mayande, Dr. Gore, Dr. Dhawan, Bharat Kumar, Dr. Kokade, many distinguished guests. Also, I see students and farmers from Maharashtra, representatives of media, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a great privilege for me to be here on this campus after almost 25 years. Time flies, but the progress which this institution has made is quite amazing. And I would like to compliment you, Dr. Indramani, for the leadership that you are providing over here for the last 2 years. Because we do need eminent people who can lead the system and make a difference. And that change you are bringing in, which are really appreciable. I would also like to congratulate Dr. S.N. Jha for the leadership that he is providing to this association, which is, I think, the largest association in the agriculture sector of any particular, discipline. And I'm told almost 7,000 members of this society and so many awards. So I congratulate also many awardees. And I also myself am humbled for the honor that you have accorded. Because when Dr. Jha and Indramani asked me that we want you to be there for the honorary fellowship, I told them that I am not agriculture engineer, though I am very strong supporter of this discipline, because time has come. We have come a long way. I recollect when I was doing my PhD at IRI, the seeds of green revolution were being sown. We were short of food. Now we have surplus. We are exporting to a level of almost 55 billion US dollar. We feel that agriculture would contribute to our national target of 5 trillion, at least 1 trillion, because we are contributing still 17 to 80% of national GDP. And I'm sure
the future which is there is likely to be very, very satisfying and challenging. I also would like to emphasize at this stage that time has come when now we have to think not only of production but also about post-production. Also in terms of value addition, not to also let the food losses be there, which also create to a greater extent greenhouse gas emissions, and agriculture in total to the greenhouse gas emission contributes around 30%, around 13% from cultivation of crops, misuse of fertilizers, or raising of bovine animals. We have almost 300 million of bovine animals, and then around 11% from degradation of our land. And degradation has to be checked, and then around 6 to 7% from post-harvest losses. We have before us challenge of sustainable development goals, also climate change, and COVID has taught us to think more seriously about not exploiting our natural resources anymore. The Economic Survey of India has been telling us for the last 3 to 4 years that possibly the green revolution technology, which obviously was innovation led, but was exploitative technology, and it seems we have exploited our natural resources to a level which otherwise now at a danger point. And in that respect, what is now required is that agriculture, which is still sustaining about 50% of the population in the country, has to be made robust. We have been talking कि भारत एक कृषि प्रधान देश है, पर अब हमें कृषक को प्रधान बनाना होगा, which is a major challenge, and to increase the income of the farmer, and therefore government decided to change the name of the agriculture ministry to that of Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. We are talking of doubling farmers' income. We are now talking of not only green revolution but evergreen revolution, which our Bharat Ratna, no more with us, but Dr. Swaminathan always used to talk about. And to go in for new technologies, and when you talk to the farmers, I had been interacting with the farmers of Haryana and Punjab, being responsible also for the Farmers Commission in Haryana. When you talk to them, they say, we have now two challenges before us. One is kindly retain our youth in agriculture. And to retain youth in agriculture, it cannot be unless you motivate them and you make them not only the job seeker, but job creator. And for that, responsibility of the institutions like this and many others is to see that we not only provide education for white collar jobs, but also provide them skills for entrepreneurship. And that's where the interface about which was a specific mention between academia and industry. And I'm so happy that on this dais, there are leaders of agricultural industry present, beside the eminent engineers and agricultural scientists. So what actually is now required is that these institutions should also think of providing a skill to our pass out students from the schools. They need jobs, and for going in for sustainability and efficiency of resources, we now need to emphasize more on innovation, and the scaling of innovation is a critical need. Whether you talk about soil health, uh, say carbon sequestration is a challenge. We are signatory to the Paris Agreement. On emission side, we seem to be doing quite well. And also on generation of clean energy, we seem to be doing well. And we are on the target. Rather, we are much ahead than many other countries globally in terms of nationally determined targets that we are achieving. But our major task is of now building carbon sink to the level of 3 billion tons equivalent of carbon dioxide. And that is not possible unless we go in for conservation agriculture. Conservation agriculture requires major support of agricultural engineering. And conservation agriculture is a technology which can make a difference in improving our soil health and also reducing the input costs and increasing the farmers' income. And especially for the dryland areas, we still in the country have about 50% dryland areas, and these dryland areas have to be made green because they were bypassed by the green revolution. And time has come that we now go in for those kinds of equipments and machineries which can help in going in for conservation agriculture. Globally, conservation agriculture has advanced very fast over the last 2 decades, whether it is Argentina, Brazil, USA, Canada, Australia, more than 200 million hectare area is under the conservation agriculture. But in India, we seem to be lagging much behind. And that is an aspect where I see we need to look more differently. And that's where integration, consortium approach, and the partnership between the agricultural scientists and engineers. And engineers should not work in isolation. I think time has come when we want interdisciplinary, interinstitutional approach, and whether it is water saving, then micro irrigation. We laid emphasis on micro irrigation starting from almost 2000, and the area that we have covered so far is uh, from 60 million hectare, we have been able to touch around 70 million hectare. But we have 140 million hectare area which has to be taken into consideration. And from micro irrigation, we have increased to the level of 10%, but there is a possibility up to 30%. So you require again uh, expertise there. And when I talked to the farmers, the other thing they said was that we need now not the knowledge about agriculture which we are practicing, but provide us knowledge about secondary agriculture and specialty agriculture. Our youth will not be interested in routine which we are doing. And therefore, we have to now go in for whether it is vertical agriculture, whether it is protected cultivation. We laid emphasis on protected cultivation. Starting from 2000, I think Pritam Chandra is also sitting here. I'm happy to see him. The area covered so far in the country is not more than 70,000 hectare. When you compare it with China, China has 2 million hectare area under protected cultivation. How long it will take for us to cover even 1 million hectare? We have to have an aggressive approach. We have to now take these as a missionary programs. And then in case of agricultural engineering, we want to also see that we have made a great progress. I congratulate uh, Mahindra and also our Dr. Keswan. India is the largest producer of tractors in the whole world. Almost 1 million tractors are built every year. And it is half half of the global tractor production. It is not a small achievement. But then the point is that on one side we have progressed much faster through private sector, through the engineering faculty and expertise. What we want is to overcome the drudgery of the farmer and the farm women. Even good sickle, there are implements. When I was given Mahindra and Mahindra award, that time I talked to also Mahindra ji, that on one sector we are very, very happy. But the main challenge which we have is that our engineers have come forward with many good implements, whether these are sickle, wheel hand hoe, whether it is decorticator, whether it is cob sheller, and several others, or fertigation. These need to be also promoted and made available for those who toil the soil. And there, it is not only the mechanization alone, but it is also providing the efficient tools to these people. And that's where multiplication of these and making available to the farmers is a big challenge. And under National Agriculture Technology Project, we started a mission program and asked all the universities under revolving fund to multiply these in large number and make available to the farmers. I think this time is ripe. We need to go in for digital agriculture, the topic of your international conference. We also are aware that there are a lot of advances, artificial intelligence, robotics, also the drones, going for fertilizer use efficiency, using nanotechnology and the drones, but then you have to train the youth. And then when we say that you have happy seeder and can go in for in situ conservation and improve your soil health, which is possible, and you can go for direct seeding after rice to the wheat without burning your rice straw. The problem is that availability of this machinery to the farmer in large number is a constraint. So what we require is the what you call is machine hiring centers, or you either through the farmers cooperatives or farmer producer organizations, or by the government agencies, or by the industries themselves, so that you have these available, because the lead time for use of these is only 20 to 21 days. And a farmer would not like to really spend so much amount for just going in for conservation agriculture. But if it is done in a community way, and if there are custom hired centers, the KVKs are made the also custom hired centers, much can be achieved, and we train our youth so they can provide the private extension services. Now, protected cultivation, anybody is keen to invest and have a greenhouse, but to run the greenhouse, you require technology. You require technology for fertigation. You require technology also for vernalization, solarization, and so on. And these would not be possible unless there are extension services, private extension services provided by the youth. And that's where under the CSR component, I can urge that these big industries can come forward and work through the institutions like this. And I am happy. I think Dr. Keswan and Dr. Indramani were telling it is already being done here, and some demonstration of maybe 40 hectare or has been established, and people are being trained. Because in agriculture, we have now 70, 75 universities. We didn't have any till 1961. Only Indian Agriculture Research Institute was the premier. But then all these are just working like Indian Institute of Technology, IITs. What we want is ITIs, Industrial Training Institutes. And when I went to inauguration of a KVK in Badmer, just the desert part of our western Rajasthan, and I talked to the farmers, including women, that what is your specific demand? They said, we want our youth to be trained for repairing our tractors and for repairing our engines and tube wells, and then we can be more sustainable. So what is actually required is that there is a disconnect. We need to understand what is there is requirement, and we on the other side see what we can provide and what kind of coordination and convergence is possible, whether it is between ministries. I submitted a report to the government of India that now there is a need to convert these subsidies into incentives, incentives around innovations which are disruptive and which can make a difference in terms of not only saving the inputs, but also increasing the value of the product and linking them to the market, and therefore increasing the income of the farmers to a substantial level. Well, much can really be said. I see that I have already crossed my time limit. Uh, you all are waiting for lunch. I would not like to be in between you and the lunch, but I would only like to say that time has come. Let's not be introvert. From agriculture engineering discipline, I have great hope, and I had been the promoter of this discipline to a greater extent. And CFET for post-harvest technology was created that time, which I think Dr. Sinha also has chaired. And then, Nawab Ali is sitting here at CIA Bhopal. A center on value addition was created for soybean, to make soybean as a food crop. We are using soybean, unfortunately, as an oil crop. Whereas wherever soybean originated and grown in the Southeast Asia, including China, soybean is a food crop, not an oil crop. And what we are doing is our children are having malnourishment due to lack of protein. And this soybean we are exporting, though we are fetching about 5 to 7, 6 billion, 6 million US dollars per year from the export of soya meal. But that soya meal has 40% protein, which we are just exporting. Why not use it ourselves, and why not make it as a food crop? So the challenges are there. Engineering doesn't mean only the mechanization of farm. Engineering also is relating to value addition, and then policy orientation and public awareness. All these issues would require attention, and किसानों की ज़रूरत है कि उनको सक्षम बनाया जाए, उनको टेक्नोलॉजी दी जाए जिससे वो अपनी आमदनी को बढ़ा सकें और अपनी लागत को कम कर सकें, और उसको करने के लिए बहुत सारी संभावनाएं हैं, और एग्रीकल्चरल इंजीनियरिंग के द्वारा मैं समझता हूं कि हम आगे बहुत बढ़ सकते हैं. Knowledge of ICT, use of digital agriculture is the only hope for the future. And we need to therefore reorient our course curricula also. Accordingly, we have to bring in the vocational and rather than degree programs, also certificate and diploma programs in these institutions, so that they don't look for job, but then they become confident entrepreneurs themselves and create job for others, and in the process help our nation to achieve our 5 trillion economy. Thank you very much.
थँक्यू सर. आजच्या या आंतरराष्ट्रीय परिषदेच्या उद्घाटन प्रसंगी शेतकरी प्रतिनिधी आदरणीय चंद्रकांत दादा, प्रगतिशील शेतकरी सर्वांना शुभेच्छापर संबोधन करतील. आदरणीय चंद्रकांत दादा देशमुख.
हमारे सभी किसानों की तरफ से इंटरनेशनल जो कन्वोकेशन है इंजीनियरिंग, जो मान्यवर आए हुए हैं, उनका हम मन से तन से सबसे अभिशाप देते हैं. और अभी तक हमने सुना था कि भाई इंजीनियरिंग इंजीनियरिंग इंजीनियरिंग, मगर अभी तक जो जितने के अभी तक हमने बचपन से नामा सुने थे, ये सबके सब मान्यवर यहाँ उपस्थित है. उस वास्ते जो परभनी में आए हुए उनको हम काश्तकार के तरफ से या किसानों के तरफ से सबका मैं धन्यवाद प्रदान करता हूँ.
Thank you, sir. Now may I humbly request Professor Dr. Indramani, sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, for presidential remarks.
Honorable Padma Bhushan, Dr. R.S. Parodha Sahab, Chairman TAS and Farmer Secretary there and DGICR, Dr. Himanshu Pathak, who attended in absentia. We read his message. He got engaged in a cabinet meeting and that's why he could not attend, but he conveyed his message. Shri Rao Sahab Bhagdeji, who is representing the state of Maharashtra. The special guest, Shri Hemant Sikka ji, President Farm Equipment Mahindra and Mahindra, and T.R. Keshwan Sahab, good President Tape. My friend Dr. S.R. Katak, Honorable Vice Chancellor PDKB Akola, Shri Rajendra Barwali ji, who has been very, very friendly to this university, and his great father was, one of the mentor and well-wisher of this university. Then Kumar Bimalji, representing International Tractors Limited, our former president, my teacher, Guru, Professor Gajendra Singh, a great visionary, Dr. Nawab Ali Sahab, former president Mayandi Sahab, who has been vice chancellor also, PDKB Akola. Then former vice chancellors of this university, Dr. KP Goreji, Dr. Dhamanji, and other industry representative, Bharat Kumarji, President of ISAE, Jha Sahab, Secretary General, PK Sahu, my own convener and Dean of this university, UM Khodke, Dr. Awari, Organizing Secretary, all ISAE members, EC of ISAE, all three directors of this university, registrar, university engineer, comptroller, organizing committee, staff and student, the senior agricultural engineers present in this hall, two directors of top ICR Agricultural Engineering Institute, Dr. Mehta and Dr. Kotwale, ADG for machinery, ADG processing could not join because of the last moment meeting. All delegates from length and breadth of the country, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, Saurashtra to Silchar, are present in this hall. Very senior agriculture engineer and vice chancellors, ladies and gentlemen, my dear students, farmer friends, सारे किसान भाई and बहनों, आप सभी का मैं विश्वविद्यालय की तरफ से और ISAE की तरफ से इस हाल में तहे दिल से स्वागत करता हूं. मेरे लिए ये सौभाग्य की बात है कि डॉक्टर R.S. परोदा साहब, जो इतने सीनियर और इतने बिजी व्यक्तित्व हैं, उन्होंने समय निकाला. रात में 12:15 पर वो परभनी पहुंचे हैं और उनका यही लगाव दिखाता है कि एग्रीकल्चरल इंजीनियरिंग के लिए कितना लगाव है कि वहां से समय निकाल करके पूरा ट्रैवल करके, और मैं राजू बारवाले जी को धन्यवाद देता हूं कि आपने उनको रिसीव करके और यहाँ ले आया. ये पूरी परभनी के लिए, पूरे मराठवाड़ा के लिए और पूरे हमारे जो एग्रीकल्चरल इंजीनियरिंग फ्रेटर्निटी के लिए एक गौरव की बात है। मित्रों, इससे बढ़िया डायस नहीं हो सकता। प्रोफेसर परौदा साहब का यहाँ पर होना, इंडस्ट्री के जो शीर्षस्थ लोग हैं, चाहे वो सीड इंडस्ट्री से बारवाले साहब हैं, ट्रैक्टर इंडस्ट्री के महिंद्रा के चीफ का यहाँ पे होना, केशवंत साहब का यहाँ पे होना, इंस्ट्रूमेंट इंडस्ट्री के भी बड़े रिप्रेजेंटेटिव का यहाँ पे होना, फिर हमारे सारे वाइस चांसलर का होना। मैं इस बात को लेकर के चेयरमैन सर, चीफ गेस्ट साहब, यही मैं कहता हूं और यही मैं प्रैक्टिस करता हूं कि अगर विकास करना है तो उसमें इंडस्ट्री, एकेडमिया और गवर्नमेंट तीनों जब तक काम नहीं करते तब तक प्रोग्रेस, टैंजिबल प्रोग्रेस नहीं हो सकती। और परभनी में और इसके पहले जब मैं IRI में भी था, मेरी यही ख्वाहिश और कार्य रहा है कि कैसे इन तीनों को इकट्ठा किया जाए। परभनी में जो कुछ चीजें थोड़ा मोड़ा जो हम लोग कर पाए हैं, बिकॉज ऑफ दिस इज AIG मॉडल, और जिसे हम ट्रिपल हेलिक्स मॉडल IIT वाले कहते हैं, जिसमें एकेडमिया, इंडस्ट्री एंड गवर्नमेंट तीनों, एंड इट्स नॉट इन सीरीज, पैरेलल, ग्लोब, हैंड इन हैंड मिल करके काम करें। आई वाज टॉकिंग टू आवर फ्रेंड सिका साहब कि कॉन्सेप्ट टू कमर्शलाइजेशन, C2C, इंडस्ट्री और एकेडमिया का काम करने की जरूरत है, और वही हम कर रहे हैं। अगर हम कहते हैं कि हम कुछ चीजें यहाँ कर पाए, ढेर सारी हमारी अनकल्टिवेटेड लैंड थी, ऑलमोस्ट ऑल अनकल्टिवेटेड लैंड हम कल्टीवेशन में ला करके अपने ब्रीडर सीड प्रोडक्शन को 3 गुना किए 2 साल में। 65 करोड़ रुपीस के एक्सटर्नली फंडेड प्रोजेक्ट इस यूनिवर्सिटी में लाए, जिसमें NASF से लेकर DST से लेकर के जितने भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, सबके हम मेन सेंटर हैं। 20 करोड़ रुपए के करीब हम CSR फंडिंग सर लेके आए हैं। 20 करोड़ रुपए की बात मैं कर रहा हूं, CSR फंडिंग लेकर के इस यूनिवर्सिटी में आए हैं। ये सब कुछ, और अभी जब आपको बता रहे थे कि हम 4.5-5 किलोमीटर हमारी रेलवे ट्रैक के साथ एक डिन्यूटेड लैंड थी, उसको फॉरेस्ट डिपार्टमेंट के साथ मिलकर के 1,60,000 फ्रूट ट्री का प्लांटेशन करके उस एरिया को हमने हॉर्टिकल्चर पे जोर देने के लिए 100 हेक्टेयर का हॉर्टिकल्चर फार्म हम यहाँ पर डेवलप कर रहे हैं। आज अगर ट्रैक्टर इंडस्ट्री की बात करें, तो जब हमने ये लैंड डेवलप किया तो सरकार से कहा कि इसको प्रोग्रेस में रखने के लिए पावर चाहिए, बिना पावर के, फ्राम पावर के फार्मिंग नहीं हो सकती। और आज हमें हर इंडस्ट्री के करीब 20 ट्रैक्टर एक साथ लिए थे, और अगर किसी को ट्रैक्टर के डिफरेंट मॉडल पर डिफरेंट इंडस्ट्रीज की स्टडी करना हो तो वो परभनी आए, और परभनी में वो अध्ययन कर सकता है कि कौन सी चीज कैसे परफॉर्म कर रही है। ढेर सारी ऐसे वाटर की वाटर स्ट्रेस एरिया, हम लोग 9 करोड़ लीटर वाटर स्टोरेज का अरेंजमेंट किए यहाँ पर, और 26 करोड़ लीटर पानी की व्यवस्था करने का हमारा प्लान है। आदरणीय गडकरी साहब का जो अमृत सरोवर योजना के तहत हम उसको लेकर करके यहाँ पर आ रहे हैं। तो ये कुछ प्रयास चल रहे हैं। मैं इतना कहता हूं कि एग्रीकल्चर और स्पेस साइंस, अगर भारत में 2 साइंस डेवलप की हैं, सबसे बड़ा उनका इम्पैक्ट दिखा है, तो वो एग्रीकल्चर और स्पेस साइंस, मेरा ऐसा मानना है चेयरमैन सर। हम जब 40 करोड़ थे तो सिप टू माउथ थे, हम 140 करोड़ हैं और पूरी दुनिया को खिलाने का दम भरते हैं। ये एग्रीकल्चर साइंस है। और ये परौदा साहब जैसे लीडर्स का, जो इंडियन एग्रीकल्चर के आर्किटेक्ट रहे हैं, बिल्डर कहे जाते हैं ये, कि जिन्होंने पूरे ICR को बिल्ड किया है, जो सारे इंस्टीट्यूशन की स्थापना की है। सर, ये आप सबके पुण्य कार्यों का और आप सबके कंट्रीब्यूशंस का परिणाम है कि आज हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑनरेबल मोदी जी ये कहते हैं कि जरूरत पड़ी तो हम विश्व को खिला सकते हैं। कई देशों का जितना प्रोडक्शन है उतना हम स्टोरेज करके रखते हैं। 880 ट्रैक्टर से स्टार्ट करके 1961 में आज 10 लाख ट्रैक्टर हम प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं। 100 कंट्रीज में ऐसे ऐसे हमारे कंपनियां हैं जिनके प्रेजेंस है। ये छोटी मोटी उपलब्धि एग्रीकल्चरल इंजीनियरिंग की नहीं है। मेरे कुछ बातें बतानी है कि फ्यूचर एग्रीकल्चर इज इंजीनियरिंग एग्रीकल्चर। ये सबको समझना होगा कि फ्यूचर एग्रीकल्चर इज इंजीनियरिंग एग्रीकल्चर, बट एग्रीकल्चर विल रिमेन इंजीनियरिंग एग्रीकल्चर। सो दैट्स व्हाई परोदा साहब सेड कि इंटीग्रेशन की जरूरत है, इकट्ठे होकर के काम करने की जरूरत है, फार्मर्स के लिए काम करने की जरूरत है। हम लोग यहाँ पर ढेर सारे ऐसी चीजें शुरू किए। सर हम IRI से आए थे तो मुझे मेरा गांव मेरा गौरव का काम वहां चलाते थे, वहां 5-7 साल से चला रहे थे। मैंने यहाँ पर परभनी में उसको, और हमारे साथी गड़ाक साहब हैं, वो भी बहुत अच्छा मॉडल फार्मर के लिए काम कर रहे हैं। हर महीने के सेकंड बुधवार को सारी फैकल्टी इंक्लूडिंग वाइस चांसलर फार्मर के खेत में होता। हमारे डायरेक्टर एक्सटेंशन ने कहा कि हम किसकी ड्यूटी, डायरेक्टर की कैसे ड्यूटी लगा सकते हैं। मैंने कहा पहली ड्यूटी आप वाइस चांसलर की लगाइए। वाइस चांसलर की ड्यूटी लगा सकते हैं, सबकी ड्यूटी लगा सकते हैं आप, और वाइस चांसलर फील्ड पे होगा उस दिन, सेकंड बुधवार हर महीने के। और इसने फार्मर्स के साथ इतना कनेक्ट दिया है। हमारे साथी बैठे हैं, रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, ढेर सारे ऐसे लोग हैं जिन्होंने इस तरीके की चीजें की हैं। मेरा अपना मानना है कि फार्मर्स के लिए हमारा डेडिकेशन होना चाहिए, इंस्टीट्यूट के लिए डेडिकेशन होना चाहिए। इस पीरियड में सर हम लोगों ने 4 नए कॉलेज एस्टेब्लिश किए हैं विश्वविद्यालय ने, और 2 नए रिसर्च स्टेशन एस्टेब्लिश किए हैं। ICR का बहुत बड़ा सपोर्ट रहा। जहां हम बैठे हैं सर, ये भी ICR का जो है इसमें कंट्रीब्यूशन रहा है। अभी हम एक नया यहाँ लेकर के इमारत आए हैं, उसमें भी ICR का, तो ICR को हम जो है धन्यवाद देते हैं। DG ICR आ नहीं पाए, लेकिन उनको हम ढेर सारी जो है ना धन्यवाद देते हैं कि उन्होंने इस यूनिवर्सिटी के लिए ICR हर समय कटिबद्ध रही है, प्रतिबद्ध रही है और हेल्प करती रही है। किसानों के लिए ये विश्वविद्यालय तैयार है हर समय के लिए। जहां तक मैं ये समझता हूं कि हमें एज ए प्रोफेशनल करना क्या है, बहुत मेहनत करनी है। सिंपल बात है, सिंपल, बहुत मेहनत करनी है। अगर मेहनत करते हैं तो उसके परिणाम आएंगे। जैसे चर्चा हुई कि ड्रोन पॉलिसी की, भारत सरकार का मैं धन्यवादी हूं। 5 ड्रोन पर 5 कमिटी बनी, और चूंकि उनको समय समय पर रिजल्ट देते रहे, 5 की जिम्मेदारी उन्होंने हमें सौंपी। हमारी टीम के साथ हम लोगों ने किया उसे। अभी भी ढेर सारी ऐसी चीजें, तो कहने का मतलब कि 1-2 बातें इस पर हैं। एक तो साइंस लेड पॉलिसी जो है वो देश को मदद करेगी सर, वो निश्चल होती है, जल्दी आती है और साइंटिफिक होती है। तो एक आपसे ये अनुरोध है। और दूसरा ये है कि एग्रीकल्चरल इंजीनियरिंग इसको और जो है गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसी, गवर्नमेंट सिस्टम में, इंडस्ट्री सिस्टम में और इसको बढ़ावा देने की जरूरत है, ताकि हम जो फ्यूचर एग्रीकल्चर इज इंजीनियरिंग एग्रीकल्चर की जो भावना है उसको हम फलीभूत कर सकें। बहुत समय हो गया है। मैं यहीं पर जो है एक बार फिर से आप सबको धन्यवाद देते हुए इस जो कार्यक्रम में परभनी आने के लिए, जो कि ये एक तरह से वेरी वेल कनेक्टेड जगह न होने के कारण आपको आने में तकलीफ हुई होगी, कुछ रुकने रहने में भी किसी तरह की तकलीफ है, तो मैं उसकी जो है क्षमा प्रार्थी हूँ, जिम्मेदारी लेता हूँ। हमारी टीम अपना सारा कोशिश कर रही है कि आपके रहने को और इस प्रोग्राम को सफल बनाए। इसी के साथ सबको एक बार धन्यवाद देते हुए मैं अपनी बात यहाँ पर बंद करता हूँ। जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र।
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your strong support and encouragement. Now, vote of thanks. It is kindly requested to Dr. H.W. Avari, Organizing Secretary, ISAE, to propose formal vote of thanks.
Hello. Good afternoon to all. Respected dais, dignitaries, delegates, industry personnel, and farmers. I feel great honor and privilege to express vote of thanks for the inaugural function of 50th ISAE Annual Convention and International Symposium. On behalf of organization and Vasantrao Naik Marathwada Krishi Vidyapith Parbhani and Indian Society of Agriculture Engineering New Delhi, I would like to extend deep sense of gratitude towards Chairman of inaugural function, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Indramani Sir, for his continuous guidance, positivity, particularly his supports to organize this convention and international symposium despite of the challenges posed by assembly election. However, Vice Chancellor Sir encourages to all act as a driving force to all. I would like to extend special thanks to Chief Guest of this function, Padma Bhushan R.S. Paroda, Chairman TAS and Farmer Secretary Dare and DG ICR for his graceful presence and guidance. We also extremely thankful to Himanshu Pathak ji for his message, Sri Rao Sahib Bhagde, IAS Director MCR for his graceful presence, Dr. Essenza, President IAC and DDG, and Dr. Sau for his presence and support and guidance. I also express my thanks to Dr. S.R. Garak sir, for Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. P.D.K. Wakula for his graceful presence. Special thanks to Sri Hemant Sikka ji for his presence, Dr. T.R. Keshwan, Dr. Rajendra Barawale, Dr. Kumar Vimal, Bharat Kumar Devda ji for their presence and showing his interest as a partner, industrial partner in IIC. All government organization, agriculture department, smart project, NHM, NABARD, Ministry of Water Resources, ICR, CISR for funding. We are very much thankful to former president of IIC and DDG, Professor Gajendra Singh Nawabali sir, former president of IIC and former vice chancellor of Dr. P.D.K. Wakala, VM Mahinde sir, former vice chancellors of this university, Dr. K.P. Gore sir, Dr. S. Dhawan sir for graceful presence in and for this inaugural function. I thanks to Dr. Khodke, Dr. Kokate for their supports and presence. Also, I thanks to Dr. Kizar Bek, Director Research, Dr. Bhagwan Asewar, Registrar Santosh Jivelikar, University Engineer Dr. Engineer Deepak Kashalkar, Comptroller P.D. Nirmal, all Associate Deans of this university and staff for their supports. Progressive Farmers, VG Deshmukh, then Susmita Shendre Madam, this Pangarkar Sahab, dealer of the Mahindra. We appreciate all participants, ISA member, industry partners, university scientists, progressive farmer, and organizing committee members of Parbhani chapter, students of this VNMKV Parbhani. We are very much thankful to all these persons came here for these functions and for this great success. We are also express the thanks. Okay, thanks to all. With
Thank
the
you.
permission of chair, this inaugural function is concluded and all are requested to visit technology exhibitions.
Thank you, sir. Now all are requested to raise for national anthem. Keep your mobiles on silent mode.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Bharat Mata ki. Thank you. For all the participants, high tea is organized outside this hall. After high tea, the technical session will start in this convocation hall.
May I request the dignitaries to inaugurate the exhibition and visit the stalls.
इंटरनॅशनल सिम्पोजियम हे काय लीड लेक्चर्स आहेत का पण त्याच्यातले लीड लेक्चर्स आहेत ना सर After high tea, the international symposium will start in this convocation hall. The chairpersons for this symposium will be Dr. Padma Bhushan, Dr. R.S. Parodaji, Dr. Gajendra Singh, and Dr. S.N. Jha. The rapporteurs for the symposium are Dr. S.A. Kadam, Associate Professor from MPKV Rauri, and Dr. M.S. Pendke, Professor VNMKV Parbhani,
सर्वांचं सप्लिमेंटरी डॉक्टर्सच्या वतीने सरचं स्वागत. त्यानंतर या ठिकाणी आपल्या स्टॉलवरती महिला डॉक्टर्सच्या वतीने आपण जो डाव्या बाजूला मान्यवरांचं या ठिकाणी स्वागत करायचं आहे. उपस्थित मान्यवर डॉक्टर आरएस परोदा फॉर्मर डीजी आणि अजून सुद्धा डाव्या बाजूला स्वागत करायचे मान्यवर डॉक्टर इंद्रवाणी व्हाईस चान्सलर डॉक्टर एस एन DDP ICAR सगळ्या मान्यवरांचं आपण जोरदार डाव्या बाजूने पुनश्च स्वागत करायचं आहे. महिंद्रा डॉक्टरच्या वतीने मी तुझ्या मान्यवरांचं मनपूर्वक स्वागत करते.
It's very good for orchard, paddy. Choka tractor.
It starts from the actually 6 and above. Well, it starts from 5 lakhs to the basic model, and 6 and above is all required implements. Everything is there. We can, in fact, automation and control के farmer को implement अगर देखा जाए तो
All this one is at 21. No, this is very light tractor.
इसमें सबसे अच्छा है प्रोडक्टिविटी में इसमें जी टैग लगा हुआ है, कितना एकड़ किया, कितना डीजल सर्विस का जो होगा, एवरीथिंग इज इनबिल्ट इसमें 5 to 6 लाख और 1
लाइव चालू है।
इलेक्ट्रिक नहीं सर, ये साइड और टाइम हमें लग रहा है कि किस तरह से इलेक्ट्रिक अगर डिमांड होगी तो इंडस्ट्री हम भी रेडी है, लेकिन डिमांड नहीं।
सोलर पे जा सकते हैं
नहीं, सोलर पे बहुत मुश्किल, लेकिन इलेक्ट्रिक पॉसिबल है, इसी पॉसिबल से चार्ज करो, लेकिन डिमांड
सोलर से चार्जिंग करके बैटरी जाती है।
वो तो चार्जिंग आप कैसे भी कर सकते हैं, कैसे कर सकते हैं, सोलर कर सकते हैं, वो तो कस्टमर में नहीं। सोलर वैसे फील्ड में है,
टेक्नोलॉजी इसमें डिजिटल यू कैन एक्चुअली मॉनिटर ऑन द ऐप, फॉरवर्ड यूर सब कुछ
आइए।